everybody. Scott.
And Kendra.
With Guru Reviews, reporting live for Geek-Pride Spooky Empire 2021. And, of course, Mr. Alberto, back behind the camera, Mr. Videographer, who without, we would have no audio, no video. We certainly wouldn't hit record and not have audio because he takes care of all that for us. But it is Saturday. It is exciting. The place is packed. It's hopping.
Much busier than yesterday.
A lot of freaky deaky kids around.
Yes.
I can't complain. I was coming to horror conventions.
Yes.
Since I was that big, and look how I turned out.
Yeah, and speaking of spooky kids, my dad, he did check out the vendor's room a little bit yesterday. Yes. He mentioned that there's a booth selling spooky kid masks. So we're going to go check that out, spend most of the day.
Demonic dolls, this doll that I walked by the booth and it had like a veil over it that just, I heard the voice like, Scott, freaked out, like, oh my gosh, it's coming to get me. I hate freaky kids. But tons of cosplayers here today. I wouldn't even call it, they're horror enthusiasts because they are just paying homage to all the big horror greats, Freddy, Jason, lots of Sam from Trick or Treat floating around. But we're gearing up for the Cenobite makeup demonstration, yes. And he's created a brand new Cenobite, so we're going to be watching that whole application so we can show people how to really take an original Cenobite from idea to creation to prosthetic and application, which is a really cool process. And then later tonight, Burlesque 2.0. Yes. I've been quarantined 50 feet back from the door since I tried to videotape. So I get to go to bed and edit, and the kids get to go in there and have fun and tell me all about it, which is probably best for me anyway. And then at some point it's either cosplay, no, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. They have the kids cosplay contest today, which actually sounds like it's starting. So we'll get a little bit of footage of that.
Yes.
And yeah, big cosplay contest is tomorrow. Very exciting.
So we'll be checking in throughout the day.
So let's get into it.
Crawly slime and goo, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Once a year the full moon glooms, children dress in costumes. Jack-o'-lanterns come alive and sing this ghoulish tune. Witches fly upon their brooms, spirits rise from their tombs. Creatures of the night will hunt for candy to consume.
Little kiddies, all beware of fearsome frights and sneaky scares.
Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware.
Better find a good disguise to blend in if you're wise.
Go from door to door and you'll collect a sweet surprise.
Creepy, crawly, slime and goo, werewolves howl and zombies drool. Something's waiting in the dark to jump out and yell boo! Monsters roaming everywhere, tag along if you dare. You will have a night of frights and fun beyond compare. Look out, take care. Ghosts and goblins prowl about to catch you unaware. Don't run, don't scream.
They just want to wish you all a happy Halloween.
And when they're through, they'll leave you with a final boo!
Everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Guru Reviews, I can speak today, reporting live for Geek-Pride. We're here at Spooky Empire 2021, feeling at home in roots with horror around us. And just by happenstance, we happened to run into two fellow YouTubers that are on a completely different level than us. Some amazing things. They're at NU Film, and I just found out I've been missing this crazy mashup of what's the Wimpy Diary, Kid Diaries?
Diary Wimpy Kid and
I heard Alien, so you know, when I hear Alien, everything shuts down on the left or right hemisphere. See, my dad likes aliens. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But so we're super excited. I'm kind of fanboying at the moment.
Yes,
and
we've got
my roots
Brendan and Alea.
No relation to Frasier. And Alea, who's very sweet and very lovely. So you folks have been doing YouTube about 3 or 4 minutes, I take it. You said 50 million views on something like that? Yes.
Yeah, we've been doing YouTube pretty much consistently since 2017. We're independent filmmakers, and one of the most difficult things once you make a feature film is to get an audience interested in your film. And so we produced 2 feature films before this, but we thought, well, why don't we start a YouTube channel and try to build an audience there and possibly promote our future feature films to that audience. So that's been kind of the idea with it, but we actually found out in growing the YouTube channel, that's both more profitable and just more fun to do than to constantly produce feature films. So it's kind of become its own thing. And we've kind of shifted creatively to doing YouTube more or less full time. So,
oh, believe me, we have tons of fun doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what kept us grounded. We're not that high off the ground, but because of the commonality of fun that we have with that and aspiring to do other things, but you handled it a different approach, but and quite successfully, I'll say. But that is fantastic because I mean to have the relationship.
So you guys are engaged. I don't know if I'm allowed to put that publicly.
Spoken
for. You are a couple, so that's also very cool. Kind of keeping it in the family, like my dad and I. So that's very cool too. So if you want to give us any information on your short films, about your YouTube channel, anything you want to plug for us?
Sure. So what we're most known for on the YouTube channel is Diary of a Wimpy Alien. So that's our Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Alien mashup. We were only planning on doing one of those, a 3-minute short film, and that just blew up on YouTube. Its first summer received about 4 million views, so we were like, okay, let's make a sequel. So we made a sequel, and then a third, and a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So right now we're working on episodes 12 through 15, which is technically season 2 of Diary of a Wimpy Alien. The series itself has over 50 million views on the channel, so we're just, thank you so much to all of our subscribers, everyone that comments, likes the channel, thank you so much. We really would not be doing Wimpy Alien without you guys, so if you're fans, thank you. And something that was really cool with this going into season 2 of Wimpy Alien is this is the first time that we got to collaborate with another YouTuber. So Trent Duncan, who is another local filmmaker in the area, he does the epic horror battles Icons of Horror, and his third Icons of Horror is coming out. That's very successful on YouTube as well. And so we had our lead character Greg Zeenley show up in Icons of Horror 3, and then we had Trent Duncan show up as one of our new characters in season 2 of Diary of a Wimpy Alien. So it was just a lot of fun being able to collaborate with local filmmakers, a fellow YouTuber, and we are showing 11 of our short films here at the festival, including the very first Diary of a Wimpy Alien and 10 others. So some old ones that we made in 2017 and a bunch of new ones that we made during the pandemic. So that was, we call it Quarantine with a Green Screen. And we did a lot of that during the pandemic. So so you get to see me play Egon from Ghostbusters, the part I was born to play.
She's typed for it, clearly.
Clearly. And a bunch of other stuff. So we love to have fun. We love our comedies. We love our parodies. There's a lot of, like, crap going on in the world right now, so we like to bring joy and comedy into the world because I like making fun of stuff.
We like to laugh.
Yeah. So that's what we're here this weekend at Spooky Empire for.
Very cool, very cool. And we're gonna have to get a picture. I just noticed her earrings are actually alien. Very cool. I was like, I've been looking. I'm like,
show off your shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's alien earrings, and then of course our. This is our
oh my God.
Hashtag cringe, which our Wimpy Alien is very cringy. This is one of our shirts from, this is our Greg Zeenley, Wimpy Alien character.
You can buy this at Teespring on our YouTube channel.
You can.
All these little check boxes in my head are just going, yeah. Thought of it, they implemented it. I love it. It's great, fantastic. And lucky for you to find a lovely lady like this who happens to be just an absolute crazy nut about aliens. You have a sister, do you?
Yeah, I was saying, do you have a sister? I'm looking for a stepmom.
I do. I don't know if she's into aliens as much as I am.
That's true, yeah.
Maybe a close second with Predator?
Well, I'm such a nut, and this has been such a huge part of our life since 2017. We didn't know it was going to be. I will be getting a Wimpy Alien tattoo at some point.
Yes,
Yeah, so I play.
I will not, but she will.
He's afraid of needles. So, but I play both Greg Zeenley, who's the masked character as an alien, because I guess I have a wimpy body type, and I play Ripley, the love interest as well. So that's interesting, playing the Greg and love interest Ripley. So I want both of them as the cartoon versions, like on our channel. I want a tattoo version of that. Yeah. So I'm sure I'll make a video when I get my tattoo.
It'll happen.
Very cool.
Fantastic. Well, we definitely look forward to collaboration in the future.
Yes.
I got plenty of alien stuff to just bribe you with.
We love aliens. So.
And we actually have 2 last questions we've been asking everybody. So what's your favorite horror movie?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's a
That
good
is a
one.
great question. Okay, if Jaws counts as a horror movie, then it's Jaws. Hands down.
I have not gone into, thank you, Steven Spielberg. I haven't been into the ocean ever once. There's a picture of us in 2003 where she's, and we're in the water. I'm protecting her from the water.
Yeah.
The water's there.
Oh, okay.
The water's right up to there. She's over there. Dad protecting her from the shark. That's as much as I go in thanks to watching that. I watched Aliens as a kid. Loved it. Jaws, won't go in the water.
I wouldn't go into a swimming pool when I was a kid after watching
Yes,
Jaws.
I'm always
so-
checking out, like, is a shark coming up to get me?
Yeah,
Oh,
so I understand that completely. So yeah, if Jaws counts as a horror movie, it's definitely Jaws.
In my book, it's like
that's
right there.
That's a good one. I'll give an answer if Jaws doesn't count.
Okay.
Okay, for traditional horror films, I think it's got to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
yeah.
one.
Just because it's terrifying. Like it's so gritty and real and raw. And oh my gosh, I have nightmares every time I see that film.
Yes,
So
yes.
for horror specifically, I think it's got to be that one.
And you're the OG Texas Chainsaw, or you like the
yeah. Of course.
100%.
Oh, yes.
Some of the reboots are good, but the OG is definitely right in there.
It's so gritty. It's so raw. It terrifies me every time I see it.
And on the subject of Texas Chainsaw, we have one of our horror parodies playing at 7 is Leatherface put into different Christmas movies. So like, what would Home Alone look like if Leatherface was in it? You can check that out at 7 p.m. tonight.
That's called the Texas
Oh,
Chainsaw
we'll be there.
Mistletoe, so you can
We're
check that
going
one
to,
out.
with permission, film it and put it up in case you can't be here to see it, plus links below to how to find the regular content. The only other question we have, and I'm interested to hear the answer to this, just because he and I have the same answer for question number one, is, so if you were in a horror movie, well, be it Jaws or a more traditional horror movie, what are we saying? What's the one way you don't want to die, or the one way you'd want to die?
Oh, okay.
See, I would not want to get eaten by Jaws.
Yeah,
How would I die?
fair.
Oh, I know the answer to that. I wouldn't. I would be the last girl. Hands down.
And there'd be that last and the jump scare at the end of this movie, and then, you know.
Oh, yeah. The first girl, because we all know what the first girl, she gets into a lot of fun. But no, I'm a survivor, and I'm going to last this.
Less mental
So
anguish
I'm
as well.
I'm the last girl in a horror movie. That's me. I don't die.
And me, if I got eaten by a dinosaur, that would be pretty sweet. So that's how I would go.
That'd be quick, though. It'd be like an up in the air, unless it was the T-Rex where but you could just fall right in the, you'd be better up there, because if you make it into the gullet, we're just going to stop right there. Jaws all day. I don't want to die like
that written
it's
on
like
my
the
tombstone.
Sarlacc pit kind of acid
Yes.
dying kind
Yes.
of. Yeah. So, well, fantastic. Like, we could stay here all day and speak with you folks until you start saying, can we get somebody to get them away from us? We have things to do. So we appreciate you both taking the time to speak with us, and we do look forward to
Thank you.
to doing something in the future, perhaps, but into further conversation. So thank you both so very much.
Well, thank you so much.
So now I did hear that you are an actress. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So I have been acting since 14,
Wow.
acting professionally since 19. Started off in theater and then made the switch to TV film about 8 years ago or so. Do a lot of commercials. I'm sure you've seen me at some point in a commercial, but some recognizable credits that you might know. Ballers on HBO. Let's see, Bigger on BET Plus, The Right Stuff on Disney Plus, and then coming out this December, which I'm very excited about because I'm a huge fan of the show. You'll get to see me in episode 1 of season 4 of Cobra Kai. So I am very, very excited about that. That was so much fun to shoot. And when I found out that I booked that, because that was one of my favorite shows during the pandemic, I was thrilled. So yeah, you can check me out on season 4 of Cobra Kai.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out, you guys.